Have you ever thought how much electricity is needed, for example, to make a cup of tea? Simply boiling water in an electric kettle 3 times a day consumes 0.3 kilowatt hours. So you can imagine what happens if, for breakfast, you make toast, juice, fry eggs, or make a cup of coffee in a coffee machine. But it is not just food preparation. By choosing new and energy-efficient household appliances, you could save up to 30% on your energy bills. Electrolux is the market leader in household appliances in Latvia. But the company is also well known for creating products that minimize the usage of electricity, water, and other resources. So, the question that was put to us: how do we educate people to be aware that part of sustainable consumerism is the use of green appliances? Talking about energy consumption or CO2 emissions sounds like blah 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 to most people. This is because it is quite abstract. Our idea was to translate energy into something more measurable, to allow people to produce energy by using their own bodies, and to realize how much they have to sweat just to make one simple milkshake. To make a small glass of milkshake, someone would have to cycle for half a minute. To boil water, the same person would have to work for 5 hours. So just imagine how much energy is being consumed by all household appliances at your home right now. You would probably need an army of cyclists cycling around the clock just to produce enough kinesthetic energy to keep everything running. We decided to create a pedal-powered food blender to bring this story to public attention. A bicycle was fitted with a blender that worked depending on how actively the pedals were used. The message about energy efficiency as part of sustainable consumerism was wisely included in the visual branding campaign for the bike blender. It was produced in collaboration with metal artist Edgar Spridzans and experts from Electrolux. It was vitally important to have a cost-effective and sustainable creation. The Electrolux Bike Blender was launched by local celebrities known for their green lifestyles. The launch was orientated more towards the media, and events that followed in the next 2 months were aimed directly at consumers. Children and young families were set as the target audience. Therefore, the Bike Blender was exhibited at public events. It proved to be highly popular, with people attempting to pedal out a cocktail. In cooperation with the open-air fair on Kalnsima Street, the University of Latvia, RAT, Homo Ecos, and the Swedish Embassy in Riga, the Bike Blender participated in 8 public events from August till October 2011. Altogether, 1,200 people made 720 litres of cocktails. That is equal to 130 kilometres. More than 27,000 people attended the events. From the suppliers of the campaign to event participants, the Electrolux Bike Blender raised numerous questions and discussions about energy consumption. A very inspired taxi driver even shared his idea for a pedal-powered vacuum cleaner, a more attractive and enjoyable way to clean your home. The Electrolux Bike Blender seems to be living a life of its own, as we are still receiving requests from organisations to exhibit it at various events. It is a great example of how a simple, low-budget solution can help spread the message of sustainability to large groups of people. The Electrolux Bike Blender is almost a year old, but there are still many kilometres to be ridden and many cocktails to be made. Would you like to have a go?